Greetings, family. Welcome to Spirit Knocks for Brooklyn Mosaic. So, I got another banger for y'all. I just got a lesson today, and I was like, I am going to share this expeditiously, okay? So, I was listening to some different readings. You basically use your own intuition, and when these readings apply to you, they're for you because they're on point. Or if you're empathic, you will feel it, right? You'll get that feeling in your arms, like that tingling sensation. You'll be like, okay, that one was for me. So I kept hearing this reading over and over again that something was going to happen this weekend. I was going to get some type of news that was going to upset me or I wasn't going to be happy with, and it was going to be someone that I had given a second chance to. I'm not big on second chances, quite honestly. And I guess in my mind, it wasn't a second chance because they did something, and in my mind I was thinking this person really doesn't know any better, and it wasn't something like directly offensive. It just was like throwing a little shade, right? It was coming from a brother that I collaborate with, and initially I was just like, okay, maybe this is a cultural thing. That really was my thing. Like, I had all these excuses for why what was happening was happening. And it's difficult to explain what was happening. And that's why I was kind of like, So let me give you an example, and then you all will tell me what you think it is. So, there will be conversations where this person will be dragging on, talking, 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 and the conversation never seems to end when there are more important things to do. But when I have something to say that is beneficial to a client and that client is benefiting from the information, this person has no problem getting up and walking out the room. Like, they don't even excuse themselves. It just be like, okay, well, she got this, and they leave. So I let it go because, okay, maybe they just leaving me alone with the client to do what I need to do. I don't let it disrupt what I need to do. That was the first thing. Second thing was, I noticed when they're alone with me and we're talking business, they're very cooperative, they're receptive, they want to ask me questions, they want information from me about how they can benefit the situation, their business. But when they people come around, whether it is other religious people or other men, the dynamic is different. They will try to say little slick things about their wife, and I check them because I don't really appreciate. I see how hard this sister works, and I don't like that. So I'm always siding with her. The other thing they will do is utilize their friends for things that I was doing or that I should be doing. So that's when I was like, okay, let me let this go because this it's not important to me. But now y'all see what I'm talking about. So this morning I happened to get up and I went on Facebook. Now you see, social media be putting people on blast. So it goes back to what Maya Angelou said: when people show you who they are, believe them. Don't make excuses. Don't minimize. Don't do like I did and say, well, maybe it's cultural. It's like you want to give people the benefit of the doubt, but do they deserve the benefit of the doubt? Really assess the situation and be like, what is your intuition telling you? And my intuition was like, this is shady. And sure enough, like I said, today I get up this morning, I see the brother on social media doing a video with a man in his video with information we were supposed to be collaborating with. And I'm like, okay, it's time for me to kind of move away from this situation because I'm sure he probably wanted to do the things he's doing before I came into the picture. But what I don't like is, don't act like you're interested in collaborating with me when you're either threatened by me, you feel like I'm going to outshine you, or you doing things behind my back. See, that's the other thing. If it wasn't a big deal, you wouldn't be doing things behind my back. You would just be like, yo, this is what I'm doing. This is how I'm moving forward. it wouldn't have to come across like you trying to hide it. That's what I don't like, because what else are you hiding? You know what I'm saying? I like to feel like I can trust the people that I rock with. And I don't want people in my immediate circle that's not moving like that. Because if you shady with something so small, imagine how you will be when things are big. So I wanted to share that with you all. You know, the famous quote from Maya Angelou: when people show you who they are, believe them. And my quote is going to be, don't minimize, okay? Because, you know, when you make excuses for other people's behaviors, that says more about you, right? Because really what I'm saying to myself is, no, they wouldn't disrespect me like that. No, they wouldn't be selfish like that. I'm putting my values on them. They are exactly who you think they are. They are selfish, right? They are competitive. They are insecure. They are all of those things. But we want to show people love, you know, and it's one thing, like I always say, like, I have no reason not to trust you until you give me a reason not to trust you. And once you do, trust and believe, I'm a back so far away from you, it'll be like we never knew each other. Okay? So I wanted to share that because y'all gonna find on this journey, it's gonna be a lot of shady people like that, especially people that claim to be spiritual, woke, conscious. Y'all see my little fake quote, air quotes. All of that. Trust and believe. They on this journey, right? If people see your light and they will feel like somehow you're going to be bigger than them, or you trying to do something they doing. What they forget is that we all coming from a level of consciousness where we're going to have similar ideas. That doesn't mean we have to copy each other. That means you might present the idea in one way, but I see it another. Does that mean yours is right, mine's is wrong? No. It just means we helping people understand this concept in different ways, and we're giving the full picture. You know, and I'm gonna give one more example. It's kind of like when you have a bad relationship and you keep saying, why I keep having these type of relationships? You having these relationships because you didn't get the full lesson the first time. The first time around, you might have learned this. The second time around, you learned a little extra. But that third time around, you like, oh yeah, I got it now. This thing will come at me in different forms and different variations, but I have to understand that this thing is still this thing. I hope that was helpful to y'all, and I will see y'all in the next video. You are always welcome to Spirit Knocks for Brooklyn Mosaic. Blessings.